Good afternoon to you. Today we will continue with the parliamentary procedure. Now we will see the questions in parliament. Very important topic, academically as well as from examination point of view. The development of question procedure in parliament is associated with, as you know, the constitutional changes taken place from time to time in the functions of legislature. One of the reforms made as a result of Indian Councils Act 1892 is the introduction of questions by members. At that time, the main purpose was to elicit information on the functioning of government rather than legislative control over executive. So, the purpose of elections now is to elicit information on public affairs, number one, and government activities, number two, and also questions serve as a feedback on the government working, public grievances, and reaction to public policy. This provides an opportunity for the government to take preventive and remedial measures after knowing the public response. In a nutshell, questions is an effective tool of parliament over executive. It is an effective tool, very effective tool. During parliament session, you might have seen the members of parliament may be asking any question, and the officers are always on toes because they do not know what supplementaries they will ask. So they will run here and there, creating lot of tension in their mind. Really, it is an effective control of legislature over the executive. Now, normally, the first hour of every sitting in Lok Sabha, that is 11 to 12, is the question hour. In Rajya Sabha, the question hour is 12 to 1. The change was introduced by Dr. Ansari when he was chairman Rajya Sabha. Since the question hour kept from 11 to 12 used to eat away by the members by raising various issues at the start of the sitting. So, in his own wisdom, Dr. Ansari changed the question hour from 11 to 12 to 12 to 1. In other words, 0 hour, which used to be from 12 to 1, was shifted to 11 to 12 because the members can ask any questions straight away. They need not wait for the question hour being over. The question hour is not held on budget presentation day, the day of president's speech, during the sittings held on holidays, or when the parliament sits for an extended period. These 4 periods, parliament will not take up the question hour. For the purpose of answering the questions of all departments, the departments and ministries have been classified into 5 groups. Fixed days are allotted for each group on all days except Saturday and Sunday. The ministers of the department included in each group have to reply to the questions concerning their department. So, all the departments are covered in the 5 days. Each day has a separate group of ministries and departments. This is how the questions are allocated. Questions are of three kinds. Starred question, these are answered orally with an asterisk on the floor of the House. With reference to the answers given by the ministers, the members can ask supplementary questions. Naturally, these supplementary questions are intelligently anticipated by the department and they prepare what is popularly known as supplementary note on supplementaries for the use of the minister. Starred questions normally involve policy matters and serious issues. Next comes what is known as unstarred questions. Unstarred questions call for only written answers which are placed on the table of the House. They do not involve any supplementary questions. The answers are deemed to have been laid on the table of the House. These unstarred questions normally involve non-policy matters and the matters of local concern. And the third is short notice question. This is nothing but a starred question asked at a shorter notice. The reply is given orally by the minister. It is within the discretion of the ministers to accept or not to accept a short notice question. If the minister declines to accept a short notice question and the question is of sufficient public importance, the question can be admitted by the speaker as the starred question and placed as the first question in the list of starred questions for the day on which it would be otherwise due for reply. So, this is the saving clause for the minister. Secondly, if a short notice question is answered, most important factor, if there is a calling attention motion on the same subject, then the calling attention motion need not be accepted, admitted by the speaker. So, if the same issue involves another calling attention motion and if the short notice question is accepted, then there is no need to admit the calling attention motion. Normally, short notice question is taken up immediately after the question hour. So, with this, we will end the class today. We will continue with the questions tomorrow.